Today I fucked up by not washing my clothes for a year. About a year ago I bought a new washing machine. One of the features included was a small hole to pour liquid detergent into. Over the last year I have been pouring detergent into this hole each time I ran a load of laundry. Fast forward to today and I'm getting ready to do a load of laundry. I notice the detergent hole is filled almost to the brim even though I haven't put any detergent in yet. Assuming it's clogged, I start looking for answers online. This is when I discover my new washing machine comes with liquid detergent auto dispense that you have to turn on. I've just been pouring detergent into a 75 ounces reservoir for the last year and washing my clothes with just water. Too long did not read. I washed my clothes with only water for the last year because I don't understand how to use a washing machine. On the bright side, you won't have to buy detergent again for a year. Lol, don't feel bad. My dumbass thought the hand wash cycle on my mom's washing machine meant you put in soap, it fills with water and then stops and you then wash by hand in the machine tub. I was bitching about there being no gentle cycle and she told me it was hand wash. The look of disappointment on her face when I told her what I thought it actually meant. ETA. I was 25. Old enough to not be such a dumbass. That next load is going to be clean. If you haven't noticed, nor anyone else, makes you wonder if you really need laundry soap. Today I fucked up by asking my coworker for a date. I, 20M, have been dating my girlfriend, best friend Cindy for a few months and her birthday was the 3rd. She happens to share a birthday with my coworker Mariana, 18F. My workplace has only 8 people so we often buy birthday presents for each other, so obviously I bought Mariana a present. I got Mariana a dolphin necklace and I got my girlfriend a matching bracelet and ring with tanzanite in them, her birthstone, and a letter telling her how much I appreciate her with reservation tickets. So one is much more intimate than the other. On her birthday I decided to buy donuts and coffees for breakfast in bed for her. We ate and I wished her a happy birthday and checked my phone. I thought my shift started at 9, it started at 8:30. In my rush out the door I grabbed the gift bag for Mariana from my desk as they looked similar at a glance. When I gave Mariana the bag I walked away as I don't like watching people open presents and I heard an audible gasp and thought, she must have loved the dolphin. She ran over to me and kissed me on the cheek and said she's loved to go on a date. I looked at her confused and saw the reservation tickets. Cue a 30-minute hell of explaining that I wasn't asking her out and that it was for my girlfriend. She lost all color and I'm not even exaggerating. You could literally see the embarrassment and disappointment wash over her face. When lunch break came around I sped home. When I explained to Cindy what happened she made fun of me for it. I went back to work and tried to give Mariana her gift but she didn't look at me and kept her head down. I still had a great date with Cindy but she said, "Are you sure the reservation is for me?" I've never been so red. Hopefully Mariana will start talking to me again soon. Too long did not read. I gave my coworker my girlfriend's birthday gift and she accepted the date offer in it. This sounds like a sitcom plot. So Mariana has a huge crush on you and now everyone in the office knows. And the revelation of this crush was in a super embarrassing way. Poor Mariana. I'm super stoked to hear you went and cleared that up and were also honest with your girlfriend about it. Hopefully her teasing you is genuine good nature and not trying to test whether this was a mistake on your part in concealing a work relationship. What a mess up. Maybe don't buy jewelry for women you aren't dating lol. Who buys a necklace for a coworker? Jesus. This hurts just to think about. And here, op learned to make sure their gift wrappings are recognizable. I wasn't sure which this was going, but I didn't think it would be this. Well done for coming out of it unscathed with Cindy. Plenty of my exes would have attached some importance to the mistaken gift in the first place and felt that it was intentional when it wasn't. You were lucky in that at least. Today I fucked up letting my girlfriend pay at the adult shop. Obligatory. This did not happen today but a few years ago. My M21 girlfriend, F22, had been seeing each other for the entire first year of college and we decided to move in together. After sharing all the bills and splitting them between various credit cards, coexisting became comfortable and regular. We had been working on our cohabiting skills such as culinary, decorating a new home, and the sexy musician basement. She decided she wanted to visit an adult shop on one of our trips north to the nearby city. Toys in Babeland or Babes in Toyland, something like that, I don't remember. So after touring the store we decided on a few key items, and I went to the register to pay. "Oh, no, I've got this," she said, and pulled out a credit card and paid. I didn't give it a second thought. Until a month later her parents decided to come visit their daughter and her new boyfriend in our new home. I went all out on a 3-course meal to impress with a decent bottle of wine, candles, etc. etc. As we were all having the cheesecake and sipping port for dessert her mom pipes up with, "Oh, by the way, what was this credit card charge we got from some toys in Babeland?" My cheesecake became very interesting at this point. My girlfriend just says, "That was just for his cock ring, and my butt plug." And I snorted port and cheesecake out of my nose as I looked up at her mom's reaction. I don't think I ever looked at her father again. Too long did not read. I fucked up and let my girlfriend pay for our sex toys with her parents' credit card. Only to find out face to face over dinner with them. Doesn't seem like a fuck up. Seems like she thinks the parents are cool with it. If you're old enough to live with a significant other, you're old enough to have your own accounts that your parents can't see. Reminds me of walking in on my ex-wife telling her mother, "That is why we use the birth control condom double whammy." I paused for a second, did a 180 and quietly walked away before I was spotted. "You and your girlfriend spent more than a year making a collage? What does it look like and how many photos did you use?" Today I fucked up by dressing casually for work. I work with marginalized people with complex needs, and my specific role relates to having lived experience of homelessness, addiction and complex trauma. There are a lot of different elements to it that I won't get into because they aren't relevant, but I do some work at a service for rough sleepers, which is where I was today. Most of my colleagues dress very casually for work. I try quite hard to be presentable because I guess I'm a bit worried about being judged for my background, even though that's literally why they employed me. It's also my first time in this type of job. However, right now in England it is fucking freezing and I had to layer up, which meant I wasn't looking very officey. I was still clean and I don't think I was that scruffy or anything. My clothes were just a bit mismatched and too big for me. At the place I was working, there's a drop-in area for the clients and an office area which is staff only. I mainly chill in the client area since they're the people I'm there to work with, and only really go in the office area when I need to talk to a colleague or need a computer or something. This week a member of staff I hadn't met before had come back from maternity leave and was in the office. I went to the office to introduce myself. I opened the door and popped my head round, and without even looking up she just went, "No." I was like, "Ooh okay," and backed away. I figured she was on a sensitive phone call or something, still rude but you know. Slight side note, her tone of voice really vividly reminded me of how people sometimes talked to me when I was homeless. I remember once trying to get a woman's attention as she was walking past and she was just like, "No," face with rolling eyes. And kept walking because I guess she thought I was begging? I was actually trying to tell her that her dress was tucked into her tights. Anyway, I just got on with things for a bit until I actually had to go into the office. I started walking in and she jumped out of her chair and was like, "No. You can not come in here," and literally started shoo-ing me out the door with her hands. I kinda just allowed myself to be shoo-ed, which probably speaks volumes about my self-esteem. But the service manager, who I know pretty well, had arrived in the meantime and was also in the office. She was like, "WTF? Why are you shoo-ing Ren? He works here." At this point the rude colleague obviously backs down but explains that because of my presentation and manner, her words, she assumed I was a client. I was like, "Oh okay, so you're cool with shoo-ing clients then, fantastic. Why do you work here again?" She apologized, barely. I said okay and told the service manager I was going to finish up my paperwork from home. Went home and had a little cry, since apparently the only thing separating Ren the professional and Ren the homeless junkie is a poorly fitting hoodie and a dorky hat. Not a good day for my self-esteem. Now I've dealt with the self-pity aspect and I'm mainly just pissed that that's how she thinks she should treat clients. The service manager has emailed me about making a complaint, which to be honest I probably will, even though it's the last thing I want to deal with. I went to work in casual clothes and a colleague apparently mistook me for a Victorian street urchin and tried to dramatically shoo me out the door. My self-esteem and confidence in my job took a sizable knock. There's no fuck up here, you just had an encounter with an incredibly shitty human being. Please do yourself and the surrounding area a favor and submit the complaint. It might be hard, but you'll be preventing others from being treated the way you were. Happy holidays and chin up. Maybe raise with the service manager about how the colleague treats client. Seems important to treat them like equals, not less thans. Your colleague messed up, not you. Maybe she's stressed about her return, but she still shouldn't be talking to anyone that way. It sounds like you're bringing experience and kindness to your role, which is going to be so important for the people you're supporting. You are going to have an understanding for them that others aren't. I hope you're able to see your strengths. Sorry. I don't think that this post applies to this group. You did not fuck up. She fucked all of the up.